Hello, David. Welcome back.
McKenzee, we're back.
We're back in the gamer gen, but slightly different.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we have the power to move it around the building. Do you like that?
I like it. It's a bigger space. It feels like it's a little bit sort of more.
It's probably not, but it feels bigger.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
We promised we were going to return.
We did promise because you mentioned that you were a fan of He-Man. And the film came out yesterday.
Yes.
I have seen it this time.
Okay.
I didn't go to the premiere.
I did go to the premiere.
Yeah, you went to. So how was that, first of all?
There was a lot of guys my age at this premiere.
Yeah.
And they were very much in the pocket for all of the moments. There was a lot of cheering. There was a lot of, like, when the sword came in, there was cheering for that. There was a lot of cheering for the favorite references. When he says, I am the power, there was sort of eruptions and, guys sort of like clutching their chest. There was a lot of that stuff. So it was a lot of mouthful of like popcorn and that sort of stuff that was happening at the screen. So, but it was a good vibe. I took my two younger sons. I thought, they're not going to get this. So we did a crash course on YouTube as we were waiting in line.
Maybe I should have done that.
And they really enjoyed it for the most part, because I think what you see on the screen is pretty good. It's fun.
So yeah, I went to see it knowing literally nothing about He-Man or any of the lore.
Nothing?
Like, kind of nothing. My knowledge about He-Man is from memes.
Wow. Memes are not an education.
I know, but that's all I knew. So I got those references. But yeah, I knew nothing. So I went in, I was like, I'm just gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is.
Did you enjoy it for what it was?
I know that it's not for me. Like, the audience that you described is like, that is who this film is for. And I think it hits that.
Did you find entry levels into the film for you, though?
Yeah, I mean, like, I understood what it was about. And I mean, I think they do a really good explanation at the start of the sort of, what this is, what you can kind of expect going forward. And yeah, it's fun. It's silly. Do you think that they kind of got the cartoon vibe in this adaptation, as someone who knows?
Yeah, I think there was a real element of, there's an 80s film called Flash Gordon, which obviously the Queen soundtrack famously comes from. There's a lot of stealing and cribbing from that, particularly with the aesthetic of how it looks and the lore of how it plays out. And I think they lean heavily on Ragnarok as well.
Yeah.
I think they really lean into that. For mine, I felt like if I was to be more critical of the movie, I would have liked more jokes. I think they could have punched up much more. And I feel that as much as I like Nicholas Gallatin, I think he's not quite Chris with how he can handle humor. It's a different style of humor for him. And maybe on a second viewing, I might warm to it a bit more. I thought it was okay. My boys really liked it. I thought that, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, Jared Leto actually understood the assignment.
Really
He was really good. And it's been a long time since I've said that about Jared. I'm like, oh my God, is he the one that's making me like this movie more? So
I know.
Idris was really good. I think there's a lot of great people in this. It's the director of one of my son's all-time favorite films, which is Bumblebee, which is not saying too much about him yet. But, it's still a fun action film. But I actually thought production-wise, it looked beautiful. Yeah. I loved, and because I'm so tired of grays and everything being washed out, including the new Harry Potter trailer. I'm like, give me some color. This film was like whoosh. It was like
much color.
Like, I know it's an Amazon movie, but I felt like I was tapping into all of Samsung screens. It was so bright and so in your face. And that's what this needed.
Yeah. No, I really appreciated how graded it was.
The funny thing was, I spoke to Dolph Lundgren on the show this morning.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that, actually.
So he's the original He-Man. Obviously, he was Ivan Drago first. He just finished Rocky IV when he landed the role of He-Man in that adaptation. So he said it was easy because he was still in the physical condition, as you can see on the clips of Rocky IV, and being Ivan Drago. So he found it harder to get back into the Prince Adam sort of vibe and find his softer side. But he really loved it, and he loved working on this too. He said he was quite emotional.
Yeah, right.
Being on set and revisiting this character. Obviously, he's much older now, and there's the handing of the sword, literally, that he kind of does in this movie, or more, thematically, he hands the sword over to Nicholas. But he couldn't be more complimentary about Nicholas. He really liked it, and I thought it was interesting getting his perspective as well, and there was certainly a big cheer in the movie when he came on.
Yeah, I didn't have quite as many people in my cinema when I saw it.
Right.
But I could hear the murmurs.
Should we be talking about the box office in this?
I don't know. It's not great, is it?
It's not great.
It's not great.
I wonder if the worldwide, because sometimes we only see the US box office. I wonder if the worldwide box office will bring it up a bit. But I don't feel like it's going to be as expensive a movie as it could have been. So maybe for Amazon, they'll make it up.
They'll make it back. You mentioned last week when we were talking about Star Wars, well, not last week, whenever we were here last, that Star Wars was the film that was sort of bringing like dads and kids to this like new franchise, and that film was sort of made for that, to like bring the kids and the new generation into Star Wars. Do you think Masters of the Universe has done a similar thing with He-Man, or not to quite the same level?
It did in my household. My fear is that it's actually just bringing the guys who liked He-Man back in the day.
Yeah.
And I think that might be the problem with what we're seeing with the box office, is that it's probably not reaching kids. And because there's no traction with the legacy and the franchise. I mean, Kevin Smith directed a cartoon back on Netflix. It's jumped around a lot. I think because it has no solid grounding in the culture, I think it's really hard for kids to get into it. So I think you really are appealing to, toy nerds, comic book nerds, Saturday morning cartoon nerds, and the Dolph Lundgren heads who watched the original movie, and the Frank Langella heads. I think they've had a problem marketing this to where it needs to go, and we know it needs to go to this younger generation. And when you look at things like Backrooms and Obsession, like really changing the face of cinema at the moment, and who's making cinema and for who, I wonder if this whole like revisionist look of like, oh, this is retro, let's reboot this. I wonder if we're going to start losing that soon. And I think for this, it's a shame, because this is actually quite a good summer family movie if you're in the States or overseas, that you can take the family to. It's pretty harmless. There's no sex. The violence is not that bad in it. It could be a fun thing for young teenage boys to see, but they're on their screens. They're going vertical.
Yeah. They want to see the Backrooms.
They want to see the Backrooms.
I want to see the Backrooms.
I didn't even know what Backrooms were until recently.
So before the movie even started, we got a big flashy Mattel, almost like Marvel level opening. The Mattel Cinematic Universe. Did that sort of excite you about, what new toys are going to be now made into movies? Barbie sort of kicked this off. We now have He-Man. What's next?
I want to be a good sport and say yes, but I'm not sure. I mean, what else they got? Is G.I. Joe? Is that Mattel? I mean, they dominated the market so much when I was a kid. So I'm assuming they had a few things like that. I mean, G.I. Joe's already had a few movies, but I'd like to see them reboot that. I think that'd be good.
No, I don't really know what other things were Mattel, because as a kid, you just sort of, you have the toys. You're not like, oh, this is a Mattel product.
You're not sitting there going, hope Mummy got me something from Mattel for Christmas.
But yeah, G.I. Joe could be cool.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about my toys, and I'm like, Betty Spaghetti, like Polly Pocket. I think Polly Pocket is going to be a thing.
I think that is.
I don't know if that's Mattel though, but I think there is a Polly Pocket.
Gumby was Gumby something. Anyway, I'm trying to think.
Anyways, but yeah, there's this whole world of toys.
Yeah, I don't know how excited I am for a toy universe, but you know what? If it allows parents to take their kids to something for a couple of hours, I'm here for it. I think we should be having more movies that are just fine. Back in the 80s, we had a slew of them. We need to not have these movies all the time that are like, if it doesn't make $100 million in the first weekend, we suck. It's like, no, it can be just fine and get its audience and allow it to nurture and grow.
Do you think that this film is going to sell more He-Man toys?
I don't know. For collectors, maybe. I don't know where we stand on toys anymore. I'm so out of it. And both of my sons were never really, I was such a big toy person, but I was an only child for a lot of my life. So toys were like part of my imagination building, but they've got so many more things now. So I think it either is for collectors maybe, but I don't think necessarily boys are out there doing collectibles and playing smash up He-Man like we used to. But we were definitely bored. It was toys or sticks.
I love sticks.
Yeah. Can we get that as a super? Just like have my name here as McKenzee. She loves sticks. Incredible.
When's the stick movie coming out?
You follow the stick account on Instagram?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that a great account?
It's such a good account.
It's such a good account. Anyway, we've diverted.
We digress. You mentioned last time you had Grayskull Castle.
Castle Grayskull.
Castle. Sorry, see, I don't know anything.
We are not going to get our facts right on Master of the Universe. I will walk.
I'm going to be obliterated in the comments. Like, who is this woman? Would you buy a He-Man figure today?
I've been following TikTok guys that are actually original collectors because they used to just use the mold of the body and change the heads over on the original ones all the time. I don't know if I would collect it today. I think my grandmother probably still has my Castle Grayskull in the roof or something in the garage. It's probably all broken down, but maybe that forever plastic might be worth something.
It might be. And you could add a new He-Man to it.
Oh, okay. Look at this. This is the Nicholas He-Man. Look at that. I'm holding it up to all cameras here.
He's got two different types of hands. He's got one with a hole to hold the sword and one without to just be Punchy Man.
Punchy He-Man.
Not Fisto, that's different.
That was such a good gag. More gags like that, you see?
Yeah.
It was the Ram Man and the Mechanic
yeah.
and them being offended by this. That's not my name.
Yeah.
And the Fisto. All that stuff was funny. I needed more of that peppered through.
Yes.
And I think that might have brought in a different crowd.
It might.
This is pretty good. It's not as big as mine. Mine was...
It's not about the
This
size.
is like... Well, no, wait a second. So, like, if you think about it, this is like your OG Olympic style, right? And ours were enhanced games when we were kids. Ours was so full of juice. It was like post Arnie. Well, Arnie still wasn't really that big, but it was like they all came out jacked eating chicken.
Well, I have a little fun trivia quiz
Let's go.
for you. And if you get 2 out of 3 of these questions right, we will give you He-Man.
The pressure. Okay, we're putting the lights away.
Yeah. No
Let's
cheating.
go.
All right, I reckon you got this. Here we go. How many points of articulation did the original He-Man figure have?
What does it even mean? How many points of articulation?
Like how they can bend?
Oh,
like the joints?
Oh, the joints.
How many joints?
5.
That is correct.
Yeah. Head, legs, and arms. But the elbows didn't bend.
No elbows.
And the knees
Does he
didn't
have
bend
elbows?
He
has elbows.
He has elbows. Yeah, this is like this 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
this might be 7 or 8. Oh no, the knees bend too. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 9.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Look at us.
We've really upgraded. What special feature was used to open Castle Grayskull's drawbridge?
It was the sword.
Yes.
Back in the day though.
Technically.
So you know there's this sword here, which is the sword he goes, that's my sword. But back in the day, He-Man and Skeletor had the split sword. So when you originally bought them, they were both different halves and they had to come together to form the power of Grayskull, and then you shoved it in Grayskull.
That's what I have here. Yeah. So you definitely got that right. All right, and finally, how many figures were released in the very first wave of original He-Man figures?
Really, really great question. I'm going to say 8.
Wow. Spot on.
No way.
8 figures.
Oh, I thought it could have been 12. Is it 8?
It's 8.
So 8 of the guys, but you also had Battle Cat was definitely released. Orca wasn't released till much later on.
What have we got? We've got He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Teela, Stratos, Skeletor, Beastman, Merman, and Zodak.
Yeah. I remember Zodak. Might have been like some sort of like crystal guy. Anyway.
Real fan?
Did I win?
You won!
I'd like to thank the Academy, which is what they're not going to say with this movie.
No.
Bless them. Bless you for doing it though. And bless Amazon for making it. I think it looks great.
It does look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see it.
Yeah.
What's next? What are we going to talk about next?
What's next?
We'll have to think of something.
We've got a lot of things.
I'm seeing Supergirl tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I'm seeing it today. I'm speaking to her tomorrow.
Wow.
So I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
I have high hopes.
Yeah. I have high hopes of Supergirl. But yes, as always, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure's mine.
Enjoy He-Man.
I will do. I'll play with it.